Hi guys! Welcome sa another video natin today. Ako si Maria Merlinda, isang licensed professional teacher at inyong mayora na mamimigay ng ayuda sa pamamagitan ng pagtuturo ng matematika. Sa video na to, pag-aaralan natin ang isa pang way ng pagdidivide ng polynomials, which is synthetic division. So without further ado, let's get this lesson started. Synthetic division is a technique in dividing polynomials. It is where only the coefficients and constant of the dividend are involved as well as a zero of the divisor. So, ginagamit lang tong synthetic division kapag ang function or ang polynomial ay nakadivide sa isang x minus k or sa isang linear binomial. Ibig sabihin kapag ang divisor ay quadratic or cubic function or cubic polynomial, hindi na pwedeng gamitin ang synthetic division. Magagamit lang ito kapag linear yung ating divisor. Kung paano ginagawa to? Let's have the following examples. Yan. So, una i-check natin yung dividend. Kailangan complete yung terms ng dividend. Walang missing terms. So, sa example number 1, yung x cubed sinundan ng x squared. And then, linear term and then constant. So, kung mapapansin nyo, walang kulang sa dividend. So, ang gagawin natin, unang step ng synthetic division, kukunin natin yung divisor at yung divisor i-equal natin sa 0. And then, solve for x, which is negative 3. Tapos, isusulat natin siya in this format, parang upside down na division sign. Tapos, itong negative 3 galing to sa divisor at yung 2, 5, negative 10 at negative 3 galing yan sa coefficient ng dividend at ito yung constant ng dividend. So, kung paano gawin ang synthetic division, magsisimula sa ganitong pagsulat. Afterwards, itong 2, i-bring down lang natin. And then, itong 2, i-multiply natin sa negative 3. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. At yung negative 6 na yon ilalagay natin sa tapat or sa ilalim ng 5. Dito. Tapos, ia-add sila. Add. 5 plus negative 6, the answer is negative 1. And then the process repeats. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Yung positive 3 na sagot, ihahanay dito sa negative 10. Add mo ulit. Negative 10 plus 3, we have negative 7. And then finally, negative 7, i-multiply mo sa negative 3, the answer is positive 21. And then add them. Negative 3 plus 21, we get positive 18. So basically, kapag nagsisynthetic division tayo, nagdi-divide lang tayo ng coefficient at constant by a certain number from the divisor from this process. Hindi natin involve dito yung mga variables. We are just dealing with their coefficient and constant. So itong mga nasa last row, ito yung magiging coefficient or constant or remainder ng quotient. Wherein yung unang entry, yung leftmost entry, yan yung leading coefficient. Tapos yung nasa pinakadulo sa kanan, yun yung remainder. So, para maisulat yung quotient, titingin tayo sa leading term ng dividend. We have here 2x cubed. At para maisulat natin yung quotient, kailangan alam natin yung degree ng quotient. And by property, sa synthetic division, ang degree ng quotient ay laging 1 less than the degree of the dividend. So, kung ito ay x cubed, 3 minus 1, the answer is 2. Ibig sabihin, ang degree ng quotient ay 2. At ang coefficient nun ay ganito. What I'm saying is something like this. We have 2x squared minus x minus 7 plus 18 over x plus 3. Ibig sabihin itong 2x squared na to, yung 2 galing sa leading coefficient. Tapos yung x squared na to, squared dahil 3 ito, minus 1 is 2. Kaya 2 na lang dito. And then minus x to kasi minus 1 yung coefficient na sunod. And then ito, yung constant, minus 7. However, itong remainder, kailangan isulat pa rin siya in fraction format, wherein sa fraction, yung remainder yung numerator, kaya 18 dito, tapos yung denominator ay yung divisor, yung x plus 3. So, ganyan tayo magsulat ng quotient. At, yan. Tapos na ang ating synthetic division. Next, example number 2. We have x to the fourth minus 50x squared plus 625 divided by x minus 5. Kung mapapansin nyo yung dividend, may missing term, x cubed, walang cubic term at walang linear term. So later, we will fill up those gaps or those missing terms by a coefficient of 0. But before going to the dividend, dito muna tayo sa divisor. X minus 5 equals 0, and then solve for x. We know kapag tinranspose, ito ay magiging x equals 5 na lang. And then, isusulat ulit natin siya under an inverted division sign, wherein ito yung leading coefficient, 1. Wala yung cubic term, kaya 0. Negative 50 sa quadratic term. Wala yung linear term, kaya 0. And then, constant is 625. And then, of course, sa labas pa rin yung sagot natin dito. First step ay i-bring down yung leading coefficient, which is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. And then adding this to 0 plus 5, we have 5. So, for the remaining columns, you may pause this video and try solving for the entries of the remaining column. Afterwards, tingnan natin kung tama ang magiging sagot mo. Okay, let's now reveal the answers. So we have here 5 times 5 is 25, and then adding negative 50 and 25, we get negative 25. And then multiply ulit, negative 25 times 5 is negative 125. Again, adding this to 0 plus negative 125 is negative 125. Multiplying again for the last time, negative 125 times 5 is negative 625. Adding the last column will get 0. Itong nasa last row, yung magiging coefficient, constant, at remainder ng ating quotient. Wherein, lagi, yung nasa leftmost entry, yun yung leading coefficient, at yung nasa dulong-dulo sa kanan, yun yung remainder. So in this case, the remainder is 0. Hindi na natin isusulat yung fractional part tulad dun sa example 1 ganina. Paano nga ulit makukuha yung degree ng quotient? Okay, babawasan lang natin ng isa yung degree ng dividend. So kung ito ay x to the fourth, the quotient should start with x to the third. Followed by plus 5x squared. Next is negative or minus 25x. And finally, you have negative 125 as your constant. Tulad ng sabi ko, dahil 0 na yung remainder, hindi na natin isusulat yung fractional part tulad ng nasa example 1 kanina. Next, let's go to example number 3. We have 4x to the fourth minus 14x cubed minus 2x divided by 2x minus 1. So, simulan ulit natin sa divisor. 2x minus 1 equals 0. Transpose mo yung 1, and then, finally, i-divide mo both sides by 2. Yan. So, kung mapapansin nyo, example number 3 is different from 1 and 2 dahil yung divisor natin sa pagsisynthetic division ay fraction. So, tingnan natin kung paano siya maiiba. Again, we write it this way. 4, yung leading coefficient. And then, yung x cubed may coefficient na negative 14. Wala yung quadratic term, kaya 0. Yung linear term may coefficient na negative 2 at wala tayong constant, kaya 0 yung sa huli. Now, you may pause this video and try dividing this example using synthetic division. Afterwards, play this video again. Let's resume para makita natin kung tama yung naging sagot mo sa example na to. Okay, so don't freak out kung may fraction kang ma-encounter sa synthetic division. Just treat these numbers as if you are multiplying counting numbers or rational numbers. So let's do that in this example. Again, i-bring down yung 4. 4 times 1 half or kuhanin natin ang kalahati ng 4, that will just be 2. Dito natin lalagay. And then, adding them, you have negative 12. Do the same, kuhanin ang kalahati ng negative 12, which is negative 6. 0 plus negative 6, we have negative 6 as well. Again, kuhanin ang kalahati, get the 1 half. Negative 6 times 1 half, you get negative 3. Adding this 2, you get negative 5. And then multiply negative 5 by 1 half. Yun nga lang, hindi eksaktong integer yung sagot. Okay lang, kasi rational numbers are still acceptable dahil real numbers sila. So dito, negative 5 over 2. Actually, pwede mo tong gawing decimal, pero may reason kung bakit natin siya ginawang improper fraction. Later, you'll find out pag nasa quotient na tayo. 0 plus negative 5 over 2 is still negative 5 over 2. Again, this is x to the fourth, meaning to say the quotient should be x cubed. So, isulat natin yung quotient using the following entries on the last row. So, this will start with 4x cubed. Ito yung minus 12x squared. Ito yung minus 6x. Tapos, ito yung constant na negative 5. And then, this one is your remainder. Yun nga lang, dahil fraction yung remainder, medyo magiging complex fraction yung ating last term. Something like this. So, we have 4x cubed minus 12x squared minus 6x minus 5. And then, laging naka-plus yung remainder, yung negative 5 over 2 nasa numerator ng fraction. And then, itong 2x minus 1 yung ating divisor. So, what we're going to do is we will simplify this part, itong remainder. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, complex fraction pa rin siya. So, ang gagawin lang natin, pagsasamahin natin sa denominator, yung dalawang denominator. Ano ba yung dalawang denominator na tinutukoy ko? Itong 2 na denominator ng negative 5 at itong 2x minus 1 na denominator ng buong term na to. So, something like this. Ibababa natin yung 2, tapos naka-multiply yung 2x minus 1. Hindi na natin kailangan na i-multiply pa yung 2 sa 2x plus 1 para ma-eliminate yung parenthesis. We can leave it as like that. So therefore, our quotient is 4x cubed minus 12x squared minus 6x minus 5 plus negative 5 over 2 times the quantity of 2x minus 1. So don't worry kapag naka-encounter ka ng fraction in synthetic division, especially in the remainder part, ganito lang yung gagawin para ma-simplify. Tandaan, pagsasamahin yung dalawang denominator. So that's it for synthetic division. Tandaan, hindi lahat pwedeng i-synthetic division. Nagsi-synthetic division lang tayo kung yung divisor mo ay linear. Kapag ito ay quadratic na or cubic or kung ano man yung degree na greater than 1, hindi na siya pwedeng i-synthetic. You have to go back to long division method na na-discuss na natin previously. So kung hindi mo pa napapanood yon, ilalagay ko yung link dito sa upper right corner ng video na to. So, that ends our ayuda for today. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.